Stocks are up sharply. The energy complex is up. My question is why?
Well, I think that the stocks, number one, the fear element grabbed them. Then they saw China pulled out all the plugs, put in about $270 billion from the weekend through yesterday. Then they stopped short selling in stocks again. And then they told mutual funds that unless you have a redemption, you cannot liquidate what you're holding. That's a pretty big order. So what they're doing is, because it's a communist country, they can control certain things. The problem for all of us is, when does the coronavirus peak out? That is the question. And until you know that, the question for all of us is, what does it do to supply chains? While oil gets a one-day bounce and OPEC is going to meet about cutting the oil, so what? It takes 5 weeks to get oil from Saudi Arabia to China. What do you do with everything that's already on its way there?
I guess the question we're trying to figure out as well is, what does it take to knock the equity market backwards at this point? Oil's down pretty sharply so far this year, but the equity market isn't. We've had the Iran situation, market dealt with that pretty effectively. Now we've got the coronavirus. From an equity point of view, yeah, it's an event, but it's not a big event. What is it going to take to knock this equity market backwards?
I don't think you're going to knock our equity market severely backwards. I can see consolidation, but as we look at all the economic data that keeps coming in, and admittedly it's December data and January data, it's good data. The other part is, we are geographically protected. We're not having many cases. We have 11 corona cases, if I'm right, in the United States. Could it spread? Yes. But we're a well-developed country. We're on the lookout for it. As much as China bashed the president for saying we're the first country to pull out, we were also the smartest country to pull out right away, our people. Now everybody's pulling their people out. So you can bash us all you want, but we see what it is. The key here is finding, they already know what's causing the coronavirus. They know it's bats. They located what it is. It's very related to SARS and MERS.
Yep.
Now they need to fix that. Fix it. The game goes on for the U.S.